Today we're making the famous Bisquick Impossible Cheeseburger Pie, only without the Bisquick. We're gonna make ours entirely from scratch. Once you see how quickly and easily this retro casserole comes together, you're gonna make it over and over again. I'm gonna start by browning a pound of ground beef. I'm just hitting the pan with a little oil because I'm using lean ground beef, so I need something to keep it from sticking. I'm just gonna add in my beef. My heat's on medium. I'm just gonna cook this until all the pink is gone. If you like recipes like this, then you might wanna hit that subscribe button along with the little bell. I post videos on here pretty often, so there's always something good cooking. Impossible pies were all the rage in the 70s and 80s. There's all different versions of them, both savory and sweet. And the main characteristic of an impossible pie is that it forms its own crust while it bakes. So you don't have to roll any pastry or anything like that. All right, once most of the pink is gone from the meat, I'm gonna add a chopped onion. The original recipe calls for half a cup, but this is definitely more than half a cup. I'm gonna start with about half a teaspoon of salt, some pepper, a little garlic powder, half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of thyme, both of those are dried, and 2 teaspoons of Worcester sauce. Just gonna eyeball that. Some people like to add a little ketchup or mustard at this point, but I'm not gonna do that. So now I'm gonna keep cooking this until the beef gets a little more brown and the onions are more translucent. So for those of you who don't know, Bisquick is an all-purpose baking mix that they sell here in North America. It's a combination of flour with leaveners and probably milk powder and other things, so that all you have to do is add water to it and you can make all kinds of baked goods with it. There's so many great recipes out there that call for Bisquick, but I never have it in my cupboard. So that's why we're gonna make this from scratch. I'm gonna start with half a cup of flour, just regular all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of sugar, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, and a little salt. I'm just going to combine that with a fork. Now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of butter. Just kind of mash that in with the fork. Bisquick does have kind of a buttery flavor. So once that butter is all cut in, I'm going to take 1 cup of milk and add 2 eggs to it. I'm just going to whisk those eggs into the milk using the same fork. This is such an easy, no-fuss recipe. Okay, now you want to take that egg mixture and add it right into the flour. Oh wow, is that ever soupy? It's almost like a crepe batter. We have to be able to pour this. Try to get some of the lumps out, but it's okay to have a few here and there. So now I'm going to take my ground beef in the pie plate and sprinkle it with 1 cup of cheddar cheese. Some of this cheese is Tex-Mex, so if you see a little specks here and there, that's all that is. I'm going to kind of push the cheese in a little bit by lightly pressing it. Alright, now we have our batter, and I'm just going to pour it evenly over the whole thing. You just want to let this get into all the little nooks and crannies. And I'm just going to press it down ever so slightly with the fork. That's going to hopefully push some of that batter deeper in. All right, let's see if this forms its own crust. We have to bake it for 25 to 30 minutes. So this took 25 minutes to bake. You want it to be a nice golden brown. And of course you want the middle to be set. You want to let it cool for about 10 minutes before you cut into it. I know you're hungry. So there's what it looks like. I wouldn't say it formed its own crust, but it certainly formed some kind of a top layer. Now you're supposed to serve this with burger condiments like ketchup, mustard, pickles. I'm gonna try it without anything first. We're just gonna dig in. Ooh, it holds its shape really nicely. There we are. All right, here we go. Yeah, it definitely tastes just like a cheeseburger. I think oregano and thyme are perfect for ground beef. Actually, browning the beef really makes a difference. I'm gonna put a little ketchup on this. I have to open my ketchup bottle because it never seems to, oh geez. Ooh, there we go. Okay, I think we'll put a little mustard too. Just a little bit. I think a little salad on the side would be really nice. Oh, look at that swirly effect of the ketchup and mustard. All right, let's try it with that. I'm amazed at how much it tastes like a burger. I can really see how families from the 70s and 80s really liked this sort of thing because it was so quick and easy, and you end up with something pretty impressive. I really love how easy it is to substitute Bisquick with just a few pantry staples. This is perfect. So I really hope you enjoyed this one and you'll give it a try soon. Don't forget the full printable recipe is on my blog. I've linked it in the description under the video. Now go make this and enjoy. And I will see you all in the next one.